What's up, HighFlyGang? It's your boy Birdie back again with another reaction. What's up, guys? Today I will be reacting to 10 reasons why Australia is the best country in the world. Now, what is the of reactions that involves Australia? I did recently like 2 Australian comedy skits on my channel, and that's it. Because mostly on my channel here, I mostly do music reactions, and that's all Russian songs. You know, I do Russian reactions, mostly music, documentaries, etc. But sometimes I do listen to some American, Australia now, some things if people recommend me. It doesn't have to be everything in Russia, No, sorry. I will just type in Australian and it will. I told you. I reacted to they're called Superwog, if you know them. They're like a famous comedians in Australia. React to Australian police officers if Superwog was a t-shirt. That's all I did from Australia in this last month. Somebody recommended me to do this video and I will do it. Yeah, one thing, I'm from Europe. Specifically, I come from the country, if you ever heard of it, which I highly doubt. Most of Americans, and probably Australians, never heard of this country, although we have a lot of tourists from Australia and America in my town. I am from a country called Montenegro. If you never heard of it, Google it. To best explain it, nearby countries are Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, Macedonia, Italy is near, ex-Yugoslavia, if you know that. If you don't know, search it. Let's get into this video, because this is now about you, not about me. I will learn something about Australia. Things that come to my mind when I think of Australia. Kangaroo, koala, deadly insects, very deadly snakes, spiders, and all that. All these other things.
Australia, the land down under, the 6th largest country in the world by land size, but only the 55th most populated. Australia is one of, if not my favourite country in the world.
There's nice structure.
There multiple times is one of.
I like the structure. It's so much more advanced than here in Montenegro.
If not my favourite country in the world. After visiting there multiple times throughout my life, I can truly vouch for how amazing it is. Australia has it all. Big fun cities, tropical beaches, rainforests, desert, and interesting historical culture. So in this video, we've made a list of 10 reasons why Australia is the best country in the world.
I want to pet that.
Coming from a Brit. If you disagree with any of our points, or perhaps you are Australian yourself and you can confirm them. If you disagree, Australia is
he distracted me. I wanted to pet it.
The best country in the world, and this is coming from a Brit. If you disagree with any of our points, or perhaps you are Australian yourself and you can confirm them, then let us know in the comments section below. We love reading your comments. So, starting off with number 10, its population density. Although its major cities like Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane may be rather densely populated, Australia's cities like Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane population density.
I'm not gonna act like I know every single word in English. Because sometimes, some words I don't know, and sometimes I forgot some words what it means. You gotta take account that Serbian is my native language. So, I will take my time out. I'm not gonna pretend, I'm smart ass, I know everything. I don't know everything. And that's why I'm gonna... Population, I want that word density. I forgot, I heard that word before. I should have known it. Sneaky English. Gustina naseljenosti, okay.
Although its major cities like Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane may be rather densely populated, Australia as a whole is one of the least densely populated countries on Earth. I think we can all agree this is a positive thing, as who would want to live in a crowded, congested place? Australia has roughly 3.3 people per kilometre squared, making it the 6th most sparsely populated country on Earth. Western Australia is even lower, at just 2.5 people per kilometre squared. Perth, the main city of Western Australia, is one of, if not the most isolated city in the world. The nearest city with a population of over 100,000 is Adelaide, over 2,100 kilometres away. Number 9, the lifestyle.
Damn.
The Australian lifestyle favours the enjoyment of free time with family,
barbecue,
friends, sports and contact with nature. Work is a fundamental value of society, but must be accompanied by the necessary time for rest and recreational activities.
Surfing.
The majority of Australia experiences fantastic weather year-round, meaning that barbecues, outdoor socialising and swims in the sea are a part of everyday life. Try
just like
doing
here,
that in the UK
in my town.
In the middle of January.
You know, my little town, is the biggest tourist place in my country. Having 50,000 max locals, and nowadays we have 30,000 foreigners living here. So basically, we are minority in our town now, aren't we? We are locals, it's our town, but we are minority. At one point, there were 35,000 Russians and Ukrainians. Ukrainians recently, because due to the war, they were coming here. But a lot of Russians were coming here for the last 10 years, living here. You know, when you open up the menu, you have in my language, in Serbian language, native menu, in restaurant. Then you have in English and you have in Russian. We have Russian schools, Russian kindergarten, Russian buildings, a lot of Russian things, you know. So there's what they did is they got back the Russian language in schools, as it was when my mom was teenager. When I was teenager, she learned Russian. When I was a kid, I learned English. English is primary, and second language, Italy or German. Now in schools, it's English, and second is Russian. No more Italian, German, none of that, because a lot of Russians live here. Can you imagine that? How things work out?
You'll end up with hypothermia. Number 8, high in the middle of January. You will end up with hypothermia.
Surely.
Number 8, high minimum wage and great salaries. Nowhere else in the world.
Say, because I slip up the topic. We also have a sea, beautiful beaches. I said beaches, okay, and sea. So a lot of people come here during the summer season. My town is alive only during summer season, starting in June, ending October. Peak of the season is July, August. That's when the town lives. The rest of the year, it's a ghost town.
Would you get such a high minimum wage? When you compare the minimum wage of Australians to any other country, you would find that the pay rate is more than $10 higher than the competitor countries. This includes large countries like the UK, the US, France, and any other country in between.
What is the minimum wage in Australia?
In the UK.
What is the minimum wage in Australia? Here, average salary per capita is 700 euros in my country. Average salary, monthly salary, 9 to 5 job, 700 euros. So average person can only dream of visiting Australia as a tourist for a vacation ever.
Are usually super highly paid in Australia, especially jobs in construction and finance.
Ooh, okay.
Number 7, high health score. Australia is one of the world's...
In finance and construction here, you can make at best, if you're professional, doing this for a long time, you could make 1,500 to 2,000 max euros a month, max. That is the high peak. It's low.
Healthiest countries for several different reasons. Australia offers its people one of the world's best healthcare systems. It has one of the lowest infant mortality scores and a high life expectancy. Smoking is low in Australia too, with a continuously declining number of smokers. The vitamin D that they get from the sunshine surely must be a factor too. Being outside, being active and healthy in the sun is a lot better for your mental and physical health than staying indoors in the freezing cold, dark nights like we have in the winter in the UK. Number 6, the beaches.
Yeah, but here during the winter is also very cold, but you can still be healthy. During the winter days a lot of sun. If you eat good food, if you train like I do, I lift weights every day at my home. or I go outside in a neighborhood, in a park, to do pull-ups. There is a little place for working out. So do that. Take some fresh air, a little bit sun, training, eat veggies, fruit, meat, and you're healthy.
Where else in the
Except
world
for
can
these.
you go to a new beach every day and it will take you 27 years if you want to accomplish that? Well, that's Australia for you. There's 27. Where else in the world can you go to a new beach every day and it will take you 27 years if you want to accomplish that? Well, that's Australia for you. There's so many beaches, it would take you 27 years to visit every beach if you visited one every single day. What is more, an Aussie beach is hard to beat. From the magnificent city beaches to the pumping surf of the unspoiled wild and natural beaches. Every beach is a contender to be better than any other beach in the rest of the world.
I like this
Number
panorama.
5,
It's
major
beautiful.
attractions. It is impossible to live in Australia and wonder where you could go for your next vacation because there's so many choices. This country certainly has it all, from Sydney to Melbourne to the Great Barrier Reef, to the giant lake, the majestic outback and the unblemished beauty of the Northern Territory. You will love Australia. Australia has something for everyone. Number 4, it has every type of climate and terrain. From mountains to beaches to rainforests to deserts. Quite similar to the USA, Australia is so big, it has every type of climate and terrain there is to offer. There is no need to leave your country if your country offers everything.
I like that. Look at that. There's some ships, sinking ships. Stay there. What is this? Look at them. It looks awesome.
World has to offer. For example, in the UK, we do have beaches and forests, but we certainly do not have those tropical beaches that Australia offers. Number 3, the people. In my opinion, Aussies are friendlier than most other citizens from around the world.
Yeah?
Sometimes even too friendly. Some say it's the weather, others say it's the carefree attitude. The Aussie motto is,
it's
she'll be
the
right.
same here. Same is here. We are very friendly people here. In my culture, in Montenegro, where I come from, Montenegro, Serbia, the Balkan in general, very friendly people. Especially here in my town. We all like to hang out. If you ever come to Budva, so Google it. I met Australians, I met Americans, met people from all over the countries in Europe, Swedish, Norwegian, English, name it all, German, all. They all had fun. Even South America, Brazilian, Puerto Rican, all world. Africa, I saw tourists from Africa here. Come on. They are all friendly. After the club, after 1 a.m., the clubs are over. They all go drunk to the beaches. And the groups, in the separate groups, and they just gather, all these separate little groups, just gather into one big group. And in the end, you have on the beach 50, 100 people maybe, 50 or 100 people, together drinking in a circle and just talking to each other while the music blasts till 5 a.m. near the sea. It's awesome. Party.
Right? Which
sure, sometimes maybe there's some drugs involved, but that's party life in my country. Like every other, people do everything.
In Australia, you're someone's mate until proven otherwise. This includes your boss as well as that annoying next door neighbour. You'll be amazed by the welcoming and laid back nature of the natives. Aussies and Brits are like two brothers. They do argue and they fall out sometimes, but deep down, we really do like each other. Number 2, Tasmania has the world's cleanest air. The northwestern tip of Tasmania on the Cape Grim Peninsula is where you'll find the cleanest air in the world. This is because the air is cleaned while it travels for thousands of kilometers over the ocean before arriving at the Tasmanian coast. Heck, it's so good, they even sell cans and bottles of air to other countries who have polluted air. And finally, cans and bottles of air to other countries who have...
They sell air. Are you kidding me?
It's so good, they even sell cans and bottles of air to other countries who have polluted air. And finally, number 1, wildlife.
Koala.
Australia hosts a high biodiversity compared to other regions in the world.
I want this one too.
Wildlife such as kangaroos, koalas, orcas, and many more native animals and plants are waiting for you. The squirrels in London's Hyde Park are adorable, but would you miss the opportunity to meet kangaroos, hug a koala, or take a quokka selfie on
Look at that!
Eat kangaroos,
I wouldn't
hug
miss
a
that.
koala, or take a quokka selfie
I want to pet everything. Look at that.
on Rottnest Island off the coast of Perth. Yes, Australia is home to deadly creepy crawlies and snakes, but they are extremely
sneaky
rare
snakes
in urban areas. So there we have it, 10 reasons why we think Australia is the best country in the world. Of course, just like any other country in the world, it's not perfect. It does have some drawbacks, but we believe that Australia ranks high.
Of course, every country has beautiful side and dark side. Of course, that's normal. It's like every country.
In so many different
It's not just
areas.
Australia.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. And of course, remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more.
That's true. Like and subscribe to this guy, to my channel too.
Thanks so much again.
Subscribe. You said it, man. You said it. Nice video. I like this. I like these little videos when you can learn new things about certain stuff, about some countries, towns, villages, whatever the video is about. I like this kind of short documentary videos. I like that. And this type of videos, 10 reasons why something is something, you know. Okay guys, that will be it for this video. It was a really nice video. I hope I'll visit Australia one day. I'm the person that likes to travel, so basically any new place I've never been before to, I will be happy to see it. Not just Australia, any place. So, I've never been to Macedonia even, which is near. I would like to go to Macedonia too, you know. Okay guys, like, subscribe if you liked the video, suggest some more reactions for me, and see you in the next video. Stay fly.